the hell just happened? A game just crashed? No message or nothing, just crashed. Okay. Wow. I don't know what the hell happened. I looked over and I'm not in the game anymore already. Yeah, I didn't get no crash message. Strange. Is this a dude or a female? Yo, yo, yo. Dude, it's so freaking hot in here. What the hell? Like, I might have to give me like an AC unit, man. Like an AC window unit, because I have so much heat in this room with all the guitars and electronics I have. Come on, Big Daddy. Come get us some of this big, juicy wiener. Yeah, come get some of this wiener, buddy. Yeah. Oh, good job, buddy. Yeah. Let's go right here, big papa. Oh, you're trying to moonwalk and I can see you. That's... Oh, no. Ah! Take that, you little trout. You're gonna have to break this. We'll be here all day if you don't break this. Oh, good play, good play. Ah! Ah! You don't get those! I should have dropped it. No! I should have dropped it. Why did I drop the pallet? Hey, we might still get a gen out of it though. Maybe. Oh yeah, we might get 2 gens out of it. Because I expect him to go to that gen first. Wait, he hit me on the hook? Daddy, we can't be doing that. Daddy Ghoul, we can't be hitting people on the hook. Okay, they're gonna finish that gen. Maybe she come for me, to be honest. She is trying to. Oh, you're back. Good job, man. How you doing? Okay, let me stop, bro. I'm gonna get totaled. Wait. We got 2 gens out of it. I'm counting that 2 gen saves because I'm the only one that got hooked. I just started my live for this, I'm on YouTube and, Twitch, yeah. Yeah, I just started. John. Yeah, I do better on the weekends than I do during the week. Well, I got more, I have more of a following base on YouTube. I have a lot more on YouTube than I do Twitch. I just started, like, I've been doing YouTube a lot longer than Twitch, so. Someone was like, well, if you stream a lot, you should do Twitch, it's better. Which it is better, but it, you know, it's kind of hard starting out. I was always against putting TTV in my name. Always against that. I always felt like it was the easy way out, like a handout. But then I tried to, like, it was so hard to get any followers without it. Like, it was difficult. So I was like, whatever, bro. I'm gonna jump on the train. I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon too. And then, like, some days I do real good, and some days I don't. I mean, it's fine. I get killers all the time, like, oh, you got 1 follower, we got 1 person watching. I'm like, yeah, and I got 10 or 20 watching on YouTube. What's the difference? I do good one day, and one day I don't. It's fine. Eventually, I'll get, you know, more followers, and you have to be consistent, though. That's the thing. You gotta be consistent. And I'm live streaming pretty much every day, so as long as I be consistent and I'm having fun, then I can, then, you know, whatever. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get the last laugh. Come back in about a couple years when I have, you know, way more followers, then come back. Then come back and talk your shit, right? You can't listen to the haters, man. If you spend too much time listening to the haters, you're not gonna be able to do anything in life. You wanna go to Shack so I can touch you inappropriately? Yeah, exactly, bro. Hey, what's up, dude? Sorry, I don't have both my chats put up yet. I forgot to put my other chat up, so bear with me. I don't know if anyone's talking. I can see that I have people on YouTube. I don't know if anyone's talking yet. Look, he's mind gaming himself. Look at him over there. Oh, that's so cute. Look at him. Where am I at, buddy? I'm over here. That guy is Baby Dwight, huh? Yeah. Are you sure you want to chase me? Let me ask you again. Are you sure you want to chase me? No? Okay, that's what I thought. You don't want to shake me out of chat, bud. I will touch you. Inappropriately. I will. with my flashlight. Ah, he's coming back. He wants me to touch him. He heard me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you heard me? Okay, well, he touched me inappropriately. That's a sexual harassment right there, buddy. No, keep chasing me, man. I'm at the shack. I'm at home. This is my money. This is my bread and butter right here, bud. You may have got me injured, but that's fine. Let's do this. Let's run this thing, boy. Let's run this thingy, boy. Let me watch me twerk on that. Watch me twerk on that. Watch me twerk on that. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, seriously though, that would be funny. That would be funny. Can you imagine grabbing a killer? Can you imagine if they gave us weapons? Give us some hatches, man. Give us a hatch. Give us a Deathslinger's gun. They need to add a custom wrench as a weapon that we can use. Hey, Daddy. How you doing, Danny? That's my Danny right there. Oh, he might have me here. Yeah, good play. He played that well. If I make that window, oh, never mind. He got bamboozled. I probably would have been dead anyways. I do think the ghoul needs to be slightly nerfed, though. I do think that. Slightly. I think the first needs to be slightly nerfed. Let me explain. So the first is pretty balanced and pretty good, but I feel like that his vine attacks need to have a longer cooldown. I feel like he can spam it way too fast. The ghoul, I mean, I don't know what I would change on him, but I do feel like sometimes it is a bit much. He's gonna try to slug. That's fine. Let him go to the gate. Let him try to slug. We should have enough time to heal. Because I expect him to slug him, and then go to the other gates and see where we're at. If we're at the gates, that gives us time to heal. He hasn't been hooked yet. I'm on death hook, so maybe she can go for the save or try to save. Oh no. Wait for her to get closer to opening that door. He played that well, man. Fuck. Hopefully he gets out. That's why I hate Ghoul, man. I hate him. He gets bailed out too much with that teleportation bullshit. Dude's name's Pan. Alright, well, these two make it out. Bamboozle. Brutal strength. Unfortunate. I honestly cannot believe they haven't nerfed him yet. He's still very strong. Like, he might be one of like the easiest killers to play as. I mean, he can just catch up so much ground on you so quickly. Like, I think, well, my opinion, I think he needs to be nerfed a little bit slightly. I think the first needs to be nerfed slightly. And that's not being biased, that's just speaking facts, man. They're not balanced. Not at all. Man, not at all. Like, I've been playing the game 9 years. I'm a high skill player, and even high skill players, if they're struggling against the Ghoul, which a lot of times we're gonna have good games against them, but the time that we do struggle against them is because they're catching up on us on the ground. So, like, there's nothing you can do. Like, he literally locks onto your back, and then basically injures you. Basically, like, he can pretty much lock on you through a freaking wall and injure you. Same thing with Wesker. What is Wesker? What's his ability does? Locks onto you, right? It's like aimbot. Straight up aimbot. That's literally what it is. I'm 5 feet over here to my left, and he's over here. He's like 10 feet. Well, he's 10 feet to my right. I'm like 10 feet to his left, and actually, no, I mean, he's got me in his hands. Like, what? Make that make sense. Like, I'm a high skill player. I've been playing this game a long time, and I never thought we would see AI in this game. The Knight AI. Never thought we'd have a killer that could literally teleport in the air, or pretty much like just fly, I guess. Pretty much what he's doing, right? I mean, he's not, I ain't gonna say he's overpowered, he's still really strong. They ain't changed him at all. And the first, he's like okay, but he just needs to have a longer cooldown on his vine attacks. I feel like that he could spam his vines too quickly, too much. It's kind of like at this point it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's fine though. I mean, I don't care that I died. It is what it is. I mean, you live, you die. That's part of the game. But I'm just expressing my frustration of Ghoul. That's just how I feel, and I feel like I can feel like that because I have feelings like everybody else. I have opinions like everybody else, and I've been playing the game a long time, so I feel like my opinion does matter. I don't know why people have this concept that because you die, that you suck at the game. Listen, let me explain something to you guys, man. When Tom Brady has had a bad performance, does that mean he sucks? People have bad performances. People don't perform well against certain killers. It don't mean the player's good. Sometimes it just means on what killer it is. Some people don't play good against Doctor. Some people don't play good against Nurse. It's just part of the game, dude. Luckily, we have an M1 killer here. Bad thing is, it's a bad map for us to have against him. I would rather have an open map so I can see him coming. See, I'm paranoid now. I hate playing on an inside map against a Michael Myers or a Ghostface. I get so paranoid, man. Because if you're on a gen, let's say you have a gen right here. I mean, you can get grabbed off of it so quickly. So, happy Friday, everybody. I had the flu, so I pretty much missed pretty much all week of work due to the flu because I'm contagious. They won't let me go back to work, which I don't want to go back to work anyway. It's not in a bad way. I do want to be at work. I mean, I got sick time and stuff. I'm not worried, but I don't want to be at work getting everyone sick. That's what I meant to say. If you're contagious, man, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Don't be like, oh, nobody has to know. Let me go to work. Don't be that guy. It's not worth it. I know you need to make money. I know money don't make itself, but just think about it. They'll rather have you out than have 4 other people out because you got 4 other people sick. You know what I mean? It's not worth it, dude. It's not worth it. The flu sucks. Hey, I don't care what anybody says, man. I don't care what any one of you guys say. White chocolate mocha for Starbucks is the truth. Alright, now no cold coffee. I don't want to hear y'all say no ice white chocolate mocha. Hot white chocolate mocha. Even though I heard the ice one is good. I spend so much money every day on Starbucks. It's my second Starbucks a day. Every day I'm getting Starbucks. And I'm getting a pup cup for my dog. I spend a lot of money on Starbucks, but man, I'm addicted, bro. It's a freaking drug to me. It's a substance. I have a substance abuse with coffee. Wait, I shouldn't say that. That's not funny. Some people out there do have problems with that. And I feel bad for people like that that have, you know, addictions. He has to have, I didn't even see him coming. What up, boy? How you doing? Oh, shit. Go, get out of here. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever effed my brain? Fun fact, guys. You wanna hear a fun fact? Well, it's not really a good thing, but my family has solved my brain. My mom has solved my brain and freaked out. What happened, may you ask? Well, you're looking at somebody right here that was dead on the table for more than 20 minutes. Ah, you scared the fuck out of me. I'm trying to storytell, man. You ruined it. Scared the shit out of me. Yeah, but you're looking at somebody that died. 20 minutes dead. Alright, so what happened? Well, first of all, doctors don't have any idea how I'm still here, fully functioning, no brain damage after being dead for 20 minutes. There's no explanation to that, but my Lord and Savior. That's all. Let me tell you right now, guys. I'm not trying to get religious in here. I'm not trying to get religious. I respect everybody's beliefs and everybody's opinions. Everybody's open to talk about whatever they want in this channel. I don't care. I love everybody. But let me tell you something. You look at someone that was an atheist. I don't want to hear nothing about God. Absolutely zero. And when I died and the doctors they don't have an explanation to how I don't have no brain damage, then I started thinking about life a little bit more different. If God's not real, there's something out there that, and I know people are gonna say, well, what about all the kids that have cancer, blah, blah. Well, unfortunately, sometimes it's just their time to go home and their job is done here. They had no more, they already did everything they needed to do. I hate to say that, but I can't give you an explanation on that, but maybe I got extremely lucky. Maybe so. But it gave me a second chance at life to look at life a little different. And that's what I try to do. So what happened? Well, I was in a real bad accident. A single accident. Four-wheeler. Oh no, it was a bike. And I didn't have a helmet on. So I hit the concrete at a pretty hard force. And I cracked my head right smooth open, both sides. And blood gushing out of my head. I had 150 samples in my head. I got scars all around my head. How do I don't have brain damage from hitting the ground with that kind of force? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I will say this, and people don't have to believe me, that's fine. I'm not gonna sit here and claim I went to heaven or anything because I don't recall any of that. But what I will say is, when I was dead, I could see them working on me, I could hear the doctors, I could hear the nurses, I could see everything going on in that room. And I even told the doctor and the nurses things that they told me, or things that they were talking about when I was able to talk. Like a couple weeks later when I was in my recovery room, and I was able to talk, I told them everything that happened, and the look on their face, doctor looked at me, he said, dude, in my 44 years of being a neurosurgeon, I ain't never had a patient tell me what went on with him when he was dead on that table. A true story, man. I'm not making it up. I'm telling you. I don't have to believe me. I'm telling you, man. I can give you the doctor's name. You can go ask him yourself. There's no family in that room. It's the operating room. Just nurses and doctors. The only thing I remember is the doctors and nurses panicking. They're in a panic. And I heard a nurse say, "Oh, we lost him. Give me the shot. Give me the shocker." And then the doctor's like, "What do you mean we lost him?" He's like, "He's been gone for like 15 minutes." So then, and he's like, and then the nurse like, and the nurse said, "Did we call it? Did we call it?" Doctor said, "No, keep going. Don't call it yet. Keep going. Keep trying." I'm glad they didn't stop. But that's all I remember, really. It was scary being able to like hear everything going on. Wait, does he have knowing? Oh shit, he does. I didn't realize it. Maybe he'll think I'll leave. If he comes back, I don't have no palate. I mean, I'm dead. Like I said, this channel, we can talk about everything. Just don't talk about racism. Don't talk about somebody's sex. Don't put anyone's sex down. But other than that, we can have friendly debates in here about religion. As long as they don't get out of hand, I don't care what we talk about in here. As long as we're not targeting somebody. If you don't believe in God, I would love to know why you don't believe in God. Oh, I didn't realize he was on Deathlook. I'm over here talking. Like, if you don't believe in God, that's fine. Like I said, I got friends that are atheists. I used to be an atheist, but I like to know why people believe a certain thing. I like to know why people... I like to have friendly debates. You know? And that's why I'm such a big Charlie Kirk fan. Not because, like... Not because of his political stance. I don't care about that. Well, I like him because he was a Christian man, but... I like the fact that he was able... Regardless of how people feel about him, he just wanted to have a friendly debate with people. And if you feel a certain way about a subject, prove him wrong. You know what I mean? Prove him wrong. I think that's good. I think friendly debates is important. I think friendly debate. I think if we stop talking, it becomes a problem. So that's why I like Charlie Kirk so much, is because this dude had a lot of balls to go to colleges in front of thousands and thousands of people and debate people on the fly with no script, just whatever they throw at him. Just he comes up with something. You know what I mean? Like, that's not easy to do. And he always got stats to back it up. I respect that. And the fact that he got taken out for freedom of speech, to me, is just unbelievable. But, like I said, it had nothing to do with political, had nothing to do with Trump. And I ain't saying I like him because of his political stance. I'm not saying that at all. I know there's some things that he said that was probably I didn't agree with. But at the end of the day, having friendly debates and debating with people is good for the mind, and it's just good for everything. I feel like if we stop talking, things become a problem. If you have opinion and you believe something, speak on it, man. Don't be shy. Like, don't be shy about it. You know what I mean? Like, don't. Like, first, like I know a couple people on Twitch. I ain't gonna say their names. They're real big in Twitch, okay? They have a lot of followers, like, and I'm pretty close with them. They're Christians, right? They believe in God. But they don't want to talk about God or anything or religion in their stream because they don't want to push people away. I'm like, look, man. I'm like, you have to be yourself. And if your followers can't support you for being who you are, then they're not real followers of you. You can't be ashamed of who you are. You can't be ashamed of your religion, your race. You have to love you. Only you can love you more than... You gotta learn how to love yourself before you can love somebody else. And I'm not sitting here saying, like don't go forcing your religion down people's throat. I don't support that shit at all. Don't be doing any of that. I'm not gonna do that. If somebody wants to talk about God, then openly, then let's do it. But I'm not gonna sit here and force it upon him, upon them. You know, that's not who I am. But I'm gonna tell you that what I believe, and yes, I am a follower of Jesus. So I'm not ashamed of that. I am not ashamed of anything I believe in, and anything, my opinions, or who I am. Not ashamed of it at all. If I lose friends for being, who I am, or whatever, or that's fine. Some people say I'm weird. Hey, I guess I'm happy to be weird. I don't know what else to tell you. But on this channel, we're gonna have open minds around here. I'm not gonna be that type of guy that says, hey, no religion in here. You know, as long as you ain't targeting somebody, talking about someone's sex or race or whatever. But let's have debates, man. Like let's talk. Like talking's important. It's important. This world is pretty evil, man. We can have friendly debates and not get mad. I don't get mad that easy. I'm the one that gets blocked. I get blocked. When people don't like what I believe in, I get blocked. I don't block them, they block me. I don't block people. I don't. You know why? Because that person might need me eventually one day, and I'm gonna be there because I'm not gonna be a coward and hold a grudge against them. I'm gonna be there when they need someone to talk to. That's why. I'm not gonna block you. That's not who I am. If you block me, that's on you. But I know I'm kind of just ranting, man. I guess I'm just in a talking mood. It's Friday. What can I say, right? It's Friday. But like I said, you're looking at someone that used to be an atheist, man. I hated anything to do with God. And let me tell you right now, before I got in my accident and I cracked my head open and everything, I was the most hated person and the most evil person that you could look at and talk to. I hate to say that. I was such a negative person. I didn't care about no one but myself. I was selfish. I didn't want to hear people's opinion or beliefs. I was someone that was just, I was evil. Like, not evil to the sense, not evil into the sense of like, gonna hurt somebody. I just didn't care about knowing myself. Like, it didn't bother me what happened to somebody. It just didn't bother me. It's just, I didn't care. But after getting a second chance at life, 2 times, by the way, because I had the umbilical cord was wrapped around my throat at birth, and I came out not breathing then, so I guess you could say two times, really. The doctor told my mom to stop pushing. I was already dead, but she didn't give up. And I'm still here, so, and then that's before the accident. But yeah, but I'm way more positive now. I'm way more happier. I love people now more. I still don't like people because of my anxiety. I have really bad anxiety over people, but I'm not hateful like I used to be, man. Nobody wanted to be around me back then, and I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. Big swing and a miss. Swing and a hit. Ah! Oh, you little punk! You're lucky you got that hat on, you little weasel! He got bailed out by that freaking add-on, bro! Also, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway soon. So I'm gonna let you guys know how it works. There's gonna be a tier 1. Tier 1 would be like a gift card of some sort for like, just a gift card. Tier 2 would be like a like DLC DLC of a game, like a killer or a survivor or whatever, a pack of some sort of any game. And then tier 3 would be would be a game of your choice. And if you want GTA 6, I can do GTA 6 too. And any edition that you want. I don't understand why you get hit when you're through the window. When you're through the fucking window, what more do you need to do? You know what I mean? I wish they would change that shit. Like, why does my hitbox have to lag so far behind my fucking character? I never understood that in my whole fucking 9 years of playing this game. Alright. I'm done raging. This guy's tunneling me too. Like, I'm through the window. Like, what more do I need to do? With resilience! I hope you feel happy telling somebody. I hope you feel real happy. Hey. Chase me. Sorry. If I have a good chase, you will lose the game, so. I'm telling you, man, when I lock in, I lock in. If I stop talking, I lock in, I play a lot better. This guy is getting bailed out, but come on, you want to talk to me? I lock in, boy. I lock in. I lock in. When I lock in, I lock in. All right. These killers think they're good because I'm over here having a conversation. All right, bet. When I get quiet, if I get quiet, it's over. Over for you. Over. Over. Yo, what up? What up, bud? How you doing? I talk a lot? Well, I got told before I didn't talk enough, so I started talking more. Now I talk too much, huh? That's pretty cool. Once again, over the pallet and I'm getting hit. Isn't that fun? Isn't that cool how that works? When you're halfway over the pallet, you shouldn't get hit. You shouldn't get hit through it. And with resilience, I swear this perk does not work for me. Doesn't feel like it does. We're gonna start locking in, bro. I was just, talking, telling some stories and whatever, but the more I talk, the more distracted I get. So we're gonna have to start locking in. I don't want these killers to be thinking they're good, playing against the, OG goat. I'm a goat. Okay, look me in my eyes. I'm a goat. All right. So some people know I'm a programmer as well. Here's my website that I've been working on for 6 months, I think. It's not out yet, but I've been working on it. I might scratch this section. I don't know. I might. So this is from my Tax Sims casual callouts, which is my mod that I made a year ago. It has so there's a mod for Grand Theft Auto that allows you to be a cop, and I make callouts. Your typical hit and run, probation violations, stuff like that. And I made the website for my Tax Sim studios and for just keep people up to date with development. I use JavaScript for my functions, so luckily for JavaScript, luckily I know that. And I went to school for web development and game development. I have this nice little clean thing that opens up when you hit to read more, read full update, and this is all done with JavaScript, which just looks really clean. And then you can load more with JavaScript. JavaScript does all this. You can keep loading all the updates. You can check the callouts that are in development, plan the callouts, so you can just keep people. Yeah, you want to keep people surprised, and you want to surprise people. So sometimes, maybe you could just put in here planted. Maybe you could say new callout coming. You don't have to tell them what the name or anything. So right now I'm writing code for different random outcomes that can happen. So he can pull a knife if it pulls this one. If it pulls this one, he can pull a gun. So right now I'm gonna work on some different outcomes. If it pulls the number 4, then it's gonna pull. If it pulls number 2, he'll pull out a knife. If it pulls number 3, he'll pull out a gun. Alright, so the thing is with the whole college thing and everything, So I'm 29 now, so I've been out for a little while. Well, yeah. But I had to do damn near 7 years. And you know, hard sweat and tears of school. Because when I went for front end web development, when I went for web development, you couldn't do you had to do just web development. You couldn't do classes for video game programming. So I had to go get my certificate degree and stuff like that for web development. I had to go back to learn video game development. So yeah. So I went for front end web development. So front end, I don't know any back end development. I should have went for full stack development, but I went for front end web development. And then I went to learn C++, C, and C# for video games. And look, going to school wasn't even like going to school. It was so much fun. Because it wasn't like we were in school. All the students got to work on a game together and stuff. I thought I could pull that off. Ah! Scared the crap out of me, bro. Look, Trapper's easy, don't get me wrong. I understand people say that he's the easiest killer in the game, like he's not good. But let me tell you, I struggle so much against Trapper because if it's a good Trapper, he's gonna trap all the good spots, and it scares the living shit out of me when I don't see a freaking trap. That's why I hate him. Now, a lot of new players say, oh well, newer players say that, well, he's not good. He's like D tier. Okay, I agree, but let me explain something to you. He's A tier, or he's A tier, or he's D tier. He's both of them. Let me explain. If you're playing solo queue like we are right now, we have no communication. He's A tier in my opinion. Okay, because nobody knows. You can't tell your teammate, oh, there's a trap over here, blah blah blah, right? But if you're playing with a full team, y'all got communication, and you go behind and disarm traps. Now there's a big disadvantage. And he's gonna bar hope. This guy's a fucking pussy! What are you, oh my god, dude, he's a Hex player. Oh my god, who uses the Devour Hope? You know what, dude? Someone needs to explain this shit to me real quick. How the hell did no one get nerfed? No one escape stats got nerfed, but Devour Hope has not. I would love to know that. This guy is only getting me because of his bitch ass trap and because of the bitch ass perk. This guy probably isn't even a good player. He's just gonna slug now because he's having a great time, man. I want to 1v1 this guy for money. I want to 1v1 this bitch for money. Please 1v1 me for money, bro. You're a console player, you can stay on the console where you belong. Because we don't want you over here on PC, bro. And you know what? He's gonna call this a win. This ain't no fucking win. How can you slug and call this shit a fucking win? I don't care. That is not a strategy. That is not a fucking win. I'm gonna message this guy. I'm gonna find out where he's on. I have a PlayStation for a reason, buddy. I'm gonna let him know what a bitch he is. If you're so confident, put your money where your mouth is. Let's 1v1. $500 a game, right here. Come on, let's run it up. $500 fucking dollars per game. Let's do it. I got the money. Am I triggered? I mean, I'm just tired of, you know, getting put in lobbies against bots that don't know how to play the game right. This guy's so bad. This guy got me both times. Once from a perk, the other time from a trap. He legitimately didn't even really get me. He's probably actually a really bad player. And I'm gonna report him just because I fucking feel like it. Whatever, bro. Whatever, man. And of course you can't. Of course it's anonymous because he's a pussy. That's what pussies do. Anyone that has their account anonymous is because they're pussies and because they're dickheads. Essentially, they're dickheads, and they don't want to get called out, so they put their shit anonymous. Imagine getting 4K, you know, and getting away with 20-something thousand. That's insane. That's actually really bad, dude. You walked away with 25,000 and you got a 4K. Wow. I hope you have fun. You're a coward, bro. You're a piece of shit. That's all I gotta say to you. I don't respect people that play like pussies, bro. And like I said, if you're watching and you're feeling good, let's put money up. 1v1. I'm not salty, I'm just saying I'm gonna put you in your place if you think you're good. Come on. 1v1. You wanna play like a bitch? We can play like a bitch. Let's do it, man. Think you're good? Something funny? And he's gonna call that a win probably too. Look, man, you lost the game. There's no reason you would have slugged. You lost the game. That's not a win. Slugging is not a win. You will never be the player I am, I promise. You didn't get me one time in chase. You got me from a fucking perk, and the other time you got me from a bitch-ass trap. You're not good, I promise, bro. But hey, stay on console where you belong. Alright, we're done talking about that guy. I was gonna add him or message him, but you know, he's a coward, so he's got his shit anonymous. But hey, man, add me if you're feeling good. I know you're probably watching because I know you're trying to get a reaction on me. Here you go. Feel free, man. You trying to win $500 and you feeling good? Feel good? Come on, $500 a game. Matter of fact, $500 a chase. Right here, come on, add me. That's my name. All right. You better have the money too. I don't want to be one people without money, so you better have money. I got the money, as you can clearly see. I mean, I ain't trying to brag, but I mean, you're not gonna break my fucking pocket, so let's run it. All right, that's what I gotta say. I'm a programmer and I'm a full-time musician, and I have another job on top of that. Not to brag, I'm just saying. people say I don't have money, or I'm not gonna 1v1 you, don't have money. Well, fucking, I clearly do. I got probably more money in this studio room than you probably do in your whole house. Alright, so there's that. Yeah. I'm not even mad, bro. I'm just fucking trolling him. I'm trying to raise bait. I don't even know he's watching. He's probably not even watching. Alright. So, integer, attacker, RNG, next, 4. We'll put that to 4. So if he pulls this one, he'll pull a knife. If he pulls this one, he'll pull a gun. And then we can look at other weapons. Maybe he'll pull a machine gun. That would be crazy. Maybe he pulls a fucking taser. Hey. Let's do that. He tases you? Oh, that'd be fucking funny. Which one's better? Let's run this one. Alright. Attacker dot inventory. Inventory dot give new weapon. Stun gun. I don't think the stun guns have. Does tasers have weapons or ammo? Because right here, I don't remember. Right here for a weapon, I have 60 ammo, and I'm giving the peds a pistol with 60 ammo, and it's set to true. But I'm not sure if that has to be the same case for. Let's just say, I guess, let's just say 60 for now. I'm not sure if that really. I mean, it's technically a gun, I guess. True. Attacker dot task dot fight against us, the player. Suspect will charge the player if it pulls this one. Suspect, game dot display notification. Do I want to tell the player? Let's say suspect. And I'm gonna write this for debugging purposes. This code right here will run if the game pulls number 4 as the RNG number. So this is gonna help me identify if we have any problems or any errors or any bugs. This is gonna pop up in the rage and the file. I'll show you for GTA. So it's gonna pop up in here for people's game and stuff. And if that pops up, then if this pops up, then that's because the game pulled number 4, and this would be the number 4 outcome. That can happen. And we named it RNG. I could also do if I can also do if uh if RNG is equal to 4, shit. So yeah, something like that. I think I could do it like that too. Fuck, where's it at? If did trying to find this data. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. My nicotine pouch is at. I'll be right back. But yeah, I want to say I'm trying to remember the code for that. I want to say is if RNG should be just 4. So it would be so it would probably be null. Okay. It'll probably be null. Or I wonder if it'll be like if attacker is equal it could be something like that. Now he lets me drop the fucking pallet, dude. Are you fucking serious right now? That was such a big delay. I pressed space before I got hit, and I didn't press it again. Get off my wiener, bro. That guy is on my wiener. He loves that shit. Or she. Not fast like that, bro. My thing is I need to find out if GTA has a drone, bro. GTA 5 don't have a drone, does it? Like, in the game itself. Like an actual drone. I'm working on a new call out, but if they don't have a drone, we're in trouble. I'm gonna have to find one. Or make my own. Or pay for one. If I have to pay for a drone, that call out is going to, I'm gonna charge people. $5 one-time fee of $5. I hate artists. We swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Bro, they could have done a better job with that foot. That looks terrible. He went in the locker, bro, right in front of her. He's tunneling my girl. Too bad your teammates can't wave the birds off you. I ain't know that could happen. shit. I want to say it was like it was that, but we could just keep it like that. It's still gonna pull 0 to 1, 0 to 4. We'll keep it like that for now. What if I did? What if I did? A pet attacker equals. What if I did attacker? There we go. So that works. That's what I was trying to do. So equals to 4. And then or okay, yeah. So this I could do it like this then. I could do attack. Oops. Like that. So if the game pulls number 4, it's equal to 4. Okay, did we add this call out yet? To we did not. And I'm gonna say this call out's almost done. So we will go ahead and update that. It's awesome being able to to go to school for web development and video game development because I do all my websites. I can do my own website work from scratch and uh and mods and video game stuff. But when I was in school, we they were like it was fun because like they would say, hey, the 5 of you guys are gonna be building this website today, or video game or whatever it is, and sometimes they'll give us a template and it's okay. We need y'all to see if y'all can copy this the best to y'all's knowledge. So they'll give us a template to see if we can copy it. But yeah, it's pretty fun. So we're gonna go ahead and update this to about 75%. That's about 75% done, I'll say. This one's 1%, but I can just update this. So once you have everything built and you have all your variables and all your functions in place, all you gotta do is you can just go in and add more stuff and stuff. As long as because I already have all my phrases and titles and description and everything built, and then you can see I have all my variables and stuff in place. So once I already have all that stuff built, and then if I ever want to come out with a new update, let's put this to 1% again. So if I ever come out with a new update, let's say, and all I gotta do, because I have everything changed. I have everything programmed for my variable change log, and all I gotta do, let's say we come out with a new update, right? We'll say this one's gonna be version 1.5.4, and it'll be in here. I grab my version, and it's a string because it's characters, right? Oops, my bad. It's not gonna pop up yet. See how it broke? Now I just broke the website, right? There's nothing here. It's because even though there's no error, it doesn't know what to do because I have this new version and there's nothing there. So it'll show once I get my changes in here and I add the first change and everything will come back. But you see it broke everything, right? Can't do nothing. And date. So it took me 6 months to build this to get all the functions and everything in place. But now that I have everything in place, I have all these functions and stuff in place already. I just have to copy what I pretty much have here and just change what's new in the update. So we'll say latest release, or I could say upcoming release or whatever. I can let people know about upcoming releases as well. And it's not going to show yet, like I said, until we add our changes in. And then this is going to be singles. That, and then we'll say fixed a issue where the player gets whatever we want to add, and it should show up now. And here it is. So here's our latest update, which doesn't exist, but it's just an example of what you can do. I have a nice little animation right here. You can open all these. And then earlier updates. I could keep all the updates, but I'm probably going to delete some of these updates as we get more updates. But yeah, pretty fun. Pretty fun stuff. And it's completely responsive. And the way websites are nowadays, these are not separate pages. So these are everything is on one page. You can just snap to the certain section that you want. As it keeps performance issues down, and the render times are faster. doing it like this. A lot of people are doing this now. My requirements to play my mod. You can download my mod straight just by downloading, or you can go down here and support the website that it's currently on, which is lspdfr.com. We went up 1,000. We went up 1,200 since Sunday's update. That one's in beta. That one was very, very long to make. One of my biggest, most difficult callouts I've ever made. It's got a mob menu built into it, over 30 outcomes that can happen. Different scenarios, a spook meter. This updates as we update our callouts in here. This will update. And development, we have 3. Planning calls, we got 2. This, still working on this. That picture's not completely responsive yet. But, so how we make responsive stuff. So this is CSS. So you have HTML. If you think of HTML as your building blocks of your house, your structure, it all starts with your foundation, right? That's what HTML is, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Then you got your CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets, which is like your colors, making this red and all that stuff, font sizes, borders. And then you have so you think of that in your house as like your wall colors, or your flooring, your decoration. And then you have your JavaScript, and you can think of that of your plumbing, your electric, your plumbing. When you turn on a switch, your light comes on. So if I deleted my style sheet, you're gonna see how it looks without my style sheet. Pretty shitty, huh? Pretty shitty. This is how it looks when you're programming until you start styling and shit. So usually when I'm designing a website, I always try to design for mobile first. So I'll design this for mobile, and as you can see, as we go to bigger screens. But, so for example, see this right here? This is not mobile friendly. We don't like this when it collapses like this. So for mobile, what you want to do is you want to have all this stuff get pushed, vertically, and stack on top of each other like this. So how we do that? Well, if you go back up here to my spot feature, you can see up here to my container, I'm using a grid, and I'm using basically 2 rows, right? So if you think of this as a grid, we have, if you split down the middle, we have the left side being row 1, and this being row 2. Well, we want this to be only 1 row down to smaller screens. So check this out. We use a thing called media queries. Max width of 600 pixels. So I'm saying when we get to 600 pixels or below, let's run this code. We're going to grab our container. We're going to say grid column 1FR. And there we have it. So like I said, if I delete this, See that? And now it looks more responsive, right? For mobile devices. So that's kind of what you want. So we want everything to be responsive, which it is, as we expand. And how do I do that? Well, if I Google Chrome has a thing called inspect. So I go in here and I can take this and move it. There's a thing called breakpoints. So when I get down to here, and when these touches the wall, that would be considered a breakpoint right here. And then I drop it down. And then I drop it down again. And then I drop it down again. So I'm using breakpoints to allow it to be responsive. So when I get here and I get out of room, then I drop this down. I make these bigger, as you can see. I make that fill up and stack on top of each other. See how they're next to each other, but then they go vertically and stack on top of each other. And then we just have them drop again. We're just dropping the font sizes and stuff. And then this right here is a grid, and I'm just dropping that vertically and stacking on top of each other. So I'm displaying it as a block instead of floating it. So basically, let me show you guys an example, basically. So let's say I go in here, okay? Let's say I go into here, and I get a div, which could be my container. We'll say container 2. We'll grab our anchor tags. We'll say home. Okay. So we have some links right here, right? Well, see, they're floating right now, right? They're floating. So floating means they're basically floating next to each other. Well, we want them to display. If we want them to display like this, we need to display them as a block. So I can say so float right, we'll put it to the right. Display block will display it like this. So it displays it vertically, which is what you want from mobile. But if I do float right, that displays it right. Now you can't see it because it's off screen. I can bring it back, but yeah. And then you have display flex, direction column, or whatever you're trying to do. Justify content, space between, and whatever you're trying to do. And you would have to call on our container 2 for that. Normally I do either display flex or grid. This is a bank heist I've been redoing. The developer of this, so not only do I do my own mods and stuff, but I modders that are no longer updating their project or they retire from programming. I uh I try to update. I try to get permission, and I'll go ahead and update it. So this is Albo's work. A guy that used to program, but he retired like 8 years ago. He don't program anymore, like mods. So I'm actually in the process of updating his his mod to all newer stuff. And this is one of his mods that I was redoing. It's a big bank heist. You got like you got like 10 robbers in here, and they got hostages at gunpoint, and you gotta try to keep the hostages alive and get them out alive, and you have a tracker of how many hostages you have to get out safely. It's a pretty big heist. So there's a lot of crashes right now because I'm trying to update it to newer. It's been 10 years since it's been updated, so it's gonna be pretty difficult to get updated to current stuff, but we'll get there. See, this is something I need right here. I need to get permission from this guy if I can use it. I just need the model, really. They do have a drone, but do we have it as a model? Let's find out. Let's see if I can find it in here. Would it be on our vehicles? I'm not sure where it'll be under. So they had it for online. I'm not sure where it would be under. It's gotta be. There's no way it wouldn't be in here, right? That's it. So it's either I can port it over myself, or I get permission. Let me download this. I'm just curious. Does it come with the model? Like, can we? Just a DL. Okay. We'll probably have to port it over ourselves from GTA Online. That sucks. I got a headache. don't know if it's gonna be a prop. It's not gonna be a vehicle, is it? I don't even know. I don't think it's ported over, but you would think it would be. But is it under a vehicle? Fuck. Fuck. Shalabagaba. The biggest drone I ever fucking seen. I'll check. I'll check the menu app. I also want to let people know this is not. I'm not hacking online. This is only story mode. I don't want people to think, "Oh my god, you're a hacker." Story mode only. When it says multiplayer, it's just loading multiplayer models from online to story mode. They do have a camera drone. Do they have it? Oh, I'm gonna go try that out real quick. Make sure that's what we're looking for. That's gonna help me so much because then I won't have to really get permission. It's already in the game. They just ported it over into the menu. I just didn't know the name of it. It looks like it's battle, right? Battle. So I will use that in my code. Hold on. That's how I can spawn it in. Let me downgrade my game again. Got Rage. So Rage don't allow you to go. You can't go online for Rage, obviously. We don't go online here. We just play story mode and have fun with it. So, cause I'm making a new car lot called Suspicious Drone, and I was worried that I wasn't gonna have a model. But I knew they had a model online, but I was worried that they weren't gonna have it ported over. For some reason this ain't hooking. Come on, hook. I mean, we really don't need it right now, anyways. Okay, let's restart. Looks like we're in a loop. Let's restart. And let's see if it hooks. Usually if I do it a second time, it'll hook. There we go. And you can't go online with Rage. As you can see, it's disabled. Can't go online. Obviously. And when I make my mods, I don't allow you to go online either. I disable it. You can't go online. It's completely disabled unless you unload my mod. We don't hack online here. That's not what we do here. I don't hack people's information. I know how. I mean, obviously I'm a programmer,
Dumbass
but
fucking kid.
We don't do that here. Nope. Those are pussies. Those ain't humans as far as I'm concerned. They're pussies. They have nothing else better to do. Alright. So, I think I need to go on her. And this is also what I use, this menu is also what I use to be able to get, like, if I want to have a baseball bat or spawn something that people have to look for in the game, this is how I go in and get the coordinates for where the baseball bat or knife is going to spawn on the ground. And as you can see, it looks like this is in the ground, so I need to go into... Oh, I see it. It's a small ass drone. Bro, I can't make that bigger? I should be able to make that bigger, huh? I mean, I can in my code, but can I make it bigger on here? Small as fuck. But that's something we want, though. That's something that's like, yeah, we do want something like that. But I'd like to make it bigger. So this is how I get coordinates from my code. So what I do, let's say I want to spawn a baseball bat right behind this car, leaning on the car. Well, the guy that created this menu, I mean, I could create a menu like this, but this would take a lot of time. This is very, very, very well done. I know how to do stuff like this, but it just will take a long time to do. It's got to put a lot of time and effort into it. But what you'll do is, if I want to spawn a baseball bat, I want to get the coordinates for my call out, for my mod, to be able to put it into my code. I would go into, let me just delete these. I would go into, I don't remember the name for it. Baseball. I should be able to go. I think I already had the code in my new call out that I was using it for. Now you see how I have, yeah, see how I have this rotation vectors? I got that from, that's how I knew how to position it against whatever I want. Now, this car probably won't be spawned there every time, so it wouldn't work against a car, because, unless you have the car spawned there for your call out, that's the only way you can have it there for your call out. But this is, for example, what you can do. But I have the baseball bat somewhere spawned in down here. W me. There it is. That's unfortunate though. It spawned. So we'll go ahead and delete that, and we'll go to a house. I'll show you on the house. So let's say we have a dispute here. Guy beat his wife with a baseball bat. All right. Let's say I want that baseball bat to lean against his house. Well, we'll go to spawn. I don't know where it's at, but I have no idea where it's at. But this is. don't know why we're lagging. Alright. And then these coordinates right here, X, Y, Z. And then your pitch, roll, yaw, I can use those in my code. And there you go. Something like that. That's how I get the coordinates for that. And then for coordinates for like waypoints, I have a script for that. You just press, well, I made a script for it. You hit F11, and you can see F11, well, you can't see it because but F11 will clear the coordinates, as you can see, all saved coordinates cleared, and you hit F12 to save coordinates. See, I can save over, and then we'll clear it again. So we save coordinates, and then we go out the game. And then I go into my scripts. And then go to my save chords. And there is our coordinates, X, Y, Z heading, the heading that we're facing. I take that, put it in my code, and then we have a new, this is a location that we can use for potential call out. So pretty simple stuff. Pretty simple stuff, man. Pretty simple stuff, guys. Pretty simple stuff. But dude, I'm gonna use that drone. So I need to figure out how I want to spawn. So I could start working on it right now. So here is the drone name. Now it is a small drone, but we can scale it in our code. But I don't want to scale it too much. I don't know if scaling it too much is going to cause issues. With the like distorted, but we can try to keep it intact. So I guess I'm actually gonna start working on it. So what I'm gonna do is we can probably come here. Well, we could probably load it on our on call out accept. And let's see. I don't know if do they still use the model name. Sometimes they change the code, the API. So we're gonna see. So drone model equals new. So we named it drone model equals new motto. And then in here we can put our drone model in there. So there we go. That should spawn our drone model in. It don't do nothing yet, but it will spawn in. And then we gotta make it fly. I didn't think about that. How are we gonna do that? I mean, I can do it, but is there a oh shit. We'll figure it out. I mean, I always figure it out. I'm not worried about that. I don't know. I know it can fly. we'll dig into it. I'm not worried about that right now. If drone model, we just declare this drone model. So now we're gonna call it. Then we're gonna say it's valid. If drone model is valid, drone model load and wait. Drone model dot load and wait. So basically, the before call out gets ran before the player accepts the call out. So when they get dispatch, from dispatch comes over to intercom and say, hey, all units, we have a suspicious drone activity. All units, whatever, respond code 3. Before they accept it, this happens. We don't load nothing yet. And then when they accept it, then we can spawn our witnesses. We can get all the scene set up before they get there. Okay, and then the end call out, you can look at this as your process. This gets ran every frame. Every single frame, everything in here gets ran. So if we're looking for a key press, if we're looking for a player to press a key, we're gonna put that in here. Because they can press a key any moment, any frame, right? Milliseconds. So we would put that in here. So I would put I don't know. It'd be let me see if I can show you an example. On the call out I already have. So here's the on call out and then end call out, boom. Boom. If game.is key down, key Y, then we can start an interaction, scene blip delete. So we're looking for a key Y. The key Y. So you see we have that in our process, our end call out, because it needs to be in there. Because this is the only function that gets ran every frame. So we need to have all of our functions and dialogue interactions and all that fun stuff in here. But I'm gonna start working on this call out. So the name of this call out is called Silent Witness. Okay, what happens in this call out, and I've been working on it, but I've been having some issues, and I see I have it disabled right now. But we're gonna get back at it. So the name of this call out is Silent Witness, and the story behind it is you have a husband and wife that had a dispute, almost like family dispute, right? Almost like family dispute, where the relative was mad at some family member. You knock on the door, they had a dispute, and he goes after her. You gotta tase him or get him to the ground. But this call out, you have a witness that says she heard yelling from next door. You go to the witness, talk to the witness, and then the witness says something along the lines. I don't want to. I guess I didn't want to give it all away, but I'm just going to tell you anyways. The witness says, "Well, I've seen the husband, go out and hide something in the yard, but I didn't get to see what it was." You go over and you talk to the wife, and she may say, "Yeah, he hit me with a bat or a knife or stabbed me, whatever," or she may just lie and defend him. Okay. Now it's your chance. Now it's your time. You're gonna have a search meter around the map, around the property of the house. You're not gonna have nothing blip. You're just gonna have a search radius. It's gonna be a big yellow thing in your map, and you're gonna have to be able to search the area and do a little bit of investigation. And the chances are you might find a baseball bat, you might find a knife, you might not find nothing. It's your job to make that decision of what's going on. And you might find blood in the ground. And that's why it's called Silent Witness, because the witness says she saw this, but the wife is saying, no, the witness is lying. This didn't happen. He didn't touch me. And that's how I got the name Silent Witness. So and then when you collect, and if you do find something on the ground, baseball bat, a knife, yes, you can pick it up. You can interact with it and collect it as evidence, as you can see right here. Evidence collected. Baseball bat. Delete the baseball bat after it's been collected. And I am working on a database that you can actually store it and store it as evidence. So I'm working on that too. So right now, this doesn't do nothing. You collect it, you can pick it up, and then it gets deleted, but it just goes away. You don't see it again. But yes, you will be able to have it in an actual stored away in an inventory for evidence. That's gonna happen. Working on that now. But this call out is gonna be nice when I get all the bugs worked out. I don't have a lot of code yet, but it really doesn't need a lot of code. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, neighbor reports a domestic dispute. You know, you spawn everything in, you spawn them in. You have your little dialogues here. You know, you talk to them. I have all that set up in my XML, so I can probably show you what it looks like if I still have it in my XML. I actually messed up on my last update. Well, a few updates ago, I actually released the XML to the public, so they definitely saw what was coming, or what's coming, which is fine, I guess. Neighbor reports a message dispute. Speak to the neighbor. I heard yelling coming from next door. It sounded like things were getting violent. I'm really worried someone might be hurt in there. Evidence collected: knife, baseball bat, blood, and I haven't worked on the. I haven't finished the dialogues for the the dispute part couple. So yes, there's gonna be bloodstains. So like I said, you're gonna do a little investigation work. It's up to you. They might be telling the truth. You might not find no evidence. It's your job to do a little investigation. That's the whole plan I'm going with this. It's completely RNG. You may not find shit. The witness may have been either lying, maybe they don't like each other. It is up to you to decide that. And we are gonna have you are gonna get a score depending on how you do, depending on the outcome it brings. You are gonna get a score. So I feel like it's gonna really bring people's investigations out, and it's gonna be pretty it's gonna be pretty complicated to code, but it shouldn't be too bad. But doing the evidence inventory database might be kind of difficult, but we're gonna do it. We are going. You got my word. We are going to do it. I will sit in this front of this computer every weekend, all day long, if I have to, coding it. Because doing it's not hard. Coding it, knowing what I'm doing is not hard. Putting time into doing it, putting my free time into it, because this is all free. I don't charge for any of my mods. That's the motivation and the dedication that's a hassle for me. So, but we're gonna do it. I don't fucking use AI because, well, I mean, if you use AI for debugging or to learn, if you want to learn how to code, it's a great tool. But if you're just copy and pasting code and not understanding what you're doing, that's a problem. And to me, there's nothing more satisfying than taking something from scratch and watching it grow and taking pictures and watching where you came from day one, and now you're 2 months in, and look how much progress you made from scratch. Look at what you created, right? There's nothing more satisfying. That's why I would never use AI. This is nothing more satisfying. Like when I started doing this website, right? 6 months ago, cause I was on medical leave for 6 months because I had some medical stuff I was dealing with. I went ahead and decided to start this. When I had a lot of free time, I was getting paid to stay home, right? So I had a lot of free time on my hands, and there's nothing more satisfying than taking this HTML, writing all the stuff that I wanted to be on the website, to this. When I went into CSS and started writing the CSS code, and watching it grow from day one to this. Nothing more satisfying, dude. There is nothing more satisfying in the world than doing that. If you use AI, you don't have no satisfaction. I can't say the word. You're not satisfied with it. Like, right? You didn't create it. You didn't watch it build. You didn't watch it come from nothing to something. It's not fun to me. It's absolutely boring. Now, I use AI for, like, recipes and how to eat better and different techniques for, like, different recipes for my health issues and stuff. But for coding, if you use AI for coding, strictly for coding, you're gonna spend more time trying to debug her code than if you just write the fucking shit yourself and learn it. But if you want to learn how to code, yes, it's a great tool. Great. Fantastic. I wish I would have had it when I started coding, but I didn't. I had to go to school for mine, which is fine. I'm here to teach people. Like I said, people that think I use AI, whatever, you can say what you want. I mean, you can say that my code's AI. They can say, oh, I can tell by looking at it. You can tell how I name my shit. That's AI. Get the fuck out of here. I name the shit the way I want to fucking name it. Okay. And you know what? If you think I use AI, then come to my house and watch me. Watch me code. I live stream me coding all the time. I have cameras set up. You can watch. I don't care. I show both of my screens. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want. If I have to prove a point, whatever. I prove a point. Shouldn't have to. You want to see my certificates too? I go get them. I mean, what else do I have to fucking do to prove myself? I mean, why do I gotta prove myself to people? I don't understand that shit, dude. Like, okay. That shit pisses me off, bro, sometimes. Yeah. I've been doing this shit long before AI was a thing. But, yep. I will say, though, I do suck at naming shit. Like, I am terrible at naming variables. Like, I named this thing down here eyebrow because didn't know what else to fucking name it. That's the hardest thing for me programming is naming shit. I don't know what to name my variables or my fucking classes or my IDs. I run out of ideas. Container, I usually always name my shit containers. Contact, subject, I mean, that was not bad. I mean, that's self-explanatory. Stat card? It's cringy. I'm not sure what I have going on here. But put it this way, if I didn't know programming and I use AI, I wouldn't know how to read it and what the hell all this shit means. I mean, I'm still learning. There's a lot of things I forget. You always forget. But if I use AI, I wouldn't know what this means. I wouldn't know what this means. I wouldn't know what this means. This is equal to, and the exclamation point is we're checking if something is not equal to null or is not true. So the exclamation point is does not, or is not null, or does not exist, or is not. If it's not equal to true, then let's make it true. That's what that means. So we're saying if worker is not equal to null and worker.exists, then we need a worker.dismiss. We don't want a deleter. We don't want to delete the ped. We'll delete the blips, but we don't want to delete peds or vehicles. That would look weird. So we're saying if she is not equal to null, so she does exist, and she exists. So if she's not equal to null, which means she's in the code, right? She's spawned in, and she's still active. Basically, she's not equal to null. Worker.exists. So now we're checking again, making sure she does exist. Then we need to go ahead and dismiss her. So simple. Once you learn the syntax of your programming language, you know you're not equal to or equal to your if statements. Once you learn all the operators and your syntax, it's pretty simple. You got comma, just like English. This is how you separate. This is how you separate a statement to another statement, basically. This is how you end a statement with a semicolon. So, like, if I come up here, I might be able to find something somewhere. This means and dot basically just continues on to this one. Sometimes you gotta put things inside here too. Parentheses? I can never say that fucking word. This is plus or equal. We all know what that means. We all know what greater or equal to or equal greater. We all know what that stuff means. I think. This is my variable name. I named it V because I suck at naming shit. So right here we have a comma. So we're saying out SP out SH. So this is basically one word. This is basically together. This is basically together. And then we have a game.yield. If we don't do game.yield, it's gonna try to run all the code at once. The game's crashing. So before we go into a while loop, when we transition, we need to do a game yield, let the game breathe, and then we can run the rest of the code. If we don't do that, we're in trouble. We also have a thing called game.sleep or gamefiber.sleep, and then we can say here like 3 seconds, and that's gonna sleep the code for 3 seconds to allow the code to breathe. We don't want to run code at once. That is an automatic game crash if we try to do that. So when we run intensive shit, and it might cause FPS problems too. So that's kind of how we can keep performance decent. Yeah, I mean, it's not too hard. Like I said, just learn the syntax. Like for example, like in CSS, to end a statement pretty much is a semicolon. When you get done writing your code, it's a semicolon. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if you want your, for example, on a spot badge, you get a color, you get a pattern that separates the pattern between shit. You get a font size, you get a background, letter spacing, self-explanatory, and we all know what letter spacing is. Just spaces out the letters, and now I'm gonna show you where that's at, what it's talking about here. Right here. That's what this is. So if I delete this, you can see how it looks without the code. And then you can see with the little badge that I designed, which you can see the color. I got a border, so that's the border right here. This is RGBA. RGBA is red, green, blue, and alpha. So this 255 would be full red, and then we're using 69, and then we're using the alpha transparent opacity of 0.55. So it's the self-explanatory. We use RAM for font sizes, more accurate font sizes. We're using the font 800. Makes it bold, pretty bold. And then we're using letter spacing. Letter spacing is self-explanatory, as you can see. It just does exactly what it says, right? Yep. All right, I'll see you guys a little bit later. I'm gonna be on a little bit later tonight. I'm about to eat some food. I just wanted to chat a little bit. Maybe back on here in a few. Peace out.
walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps, and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge and where I walk alone. Read between the lines, what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps, and I'm the only one, and I walk up. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. think things over. I better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm older. Mountain I must climb feels like the world upon my shoulder. Through the clouds I see love shine.
Bro, I butchered that solo, man. I forgot it. I ain't gonna lie. Red.
Tell me it's sweet potato pie, and I shut my mouth. Gone, gone with the wind. There ain't nobody looking back again. Cotton on the roadside, cotton in the ditch. We all picked the cotton, but we never got rich. Daddy was a veteran, a Southern Democrat. They ought to get a rich man to vote like that. Singing song, song of the South, sweet potato pie, and I shut my mouth. Gone, gone with the wind. There ain't nobody looking back again. Somebody told us Wall Street fell, but we were so poor that we couldn't tell. Cotton was short and the weeds were tall, but Mr. Roosevelt are gonna save us all. Well, Mama got sick and Daddy got down. The county got the farm and they moved to town. Papa got a job with a TVA. He bought a washing machine and then a Chevrolet. Sing it, song, song of the South, sweet potato pie, and I shut my mouth. Gone, gone with the wind. There ain't nobody looking back again. Yeah.
it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Hey, 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 yeah. I'm knocking on heaven's door.
hold me I know you loved him a long time ago, and even now in my heart you still want him, I know. But darling, this time let your memories die. When you hold me tonight, don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes, let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once, let yesterday go, and you'll find more love than you've ever known. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight. Don't close your eyes. Maybe I've been a fool, holding on all this time, lying here in your arms, knowing he's in your mind. But I keep hoping someday that you'll see the light. Let it be tonight. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once, let yesterday go, and you'll find more love than you've ever known. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes, let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once, let yesterday go. You'll find more love than you've ever known. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes.